Hello, welcome to this update for the Caribbean. Let's see the forecast for these storms coming. So we already have this cold front there with some storms in the Yucatan and especially parts of Mexico, some heavier storms in Mexico. And it's quite windy too along that front. We have some high winds in parts of the western coast, the eastern coast of Mexico in the Gulf. So be careful there with those strong gusts across some parts of eastern Mexico, and also the Baja shows some higher gusts there. So be careful. The rain still shows throughout Wednesday today, shows some bigger storms in Guatemala and Belize, some heavier rain there. More in like southern Mexico, some heavier storms there. So be careful, especially because these storms can produce some heavy rain, some flash flood in danger. And tomorrow morning, Thursday, still shows stronger storms in Guatemala, especially central Guatemala and Mexico there. So be careful, especially those areas of southern Mexico and still some storms in the Gulf. Shows in northern Honduras some storms and in Belize some areas too. Thursday into Thursday afternoon still shows some storms there, especially near Belize, but less. Into Friday, the European model has more storms in Belize and northern Guatemala and northern Honduras there. This goes and Saturday it comes down. Shows some showers there, a storm or two, especially in Guatemala, but mainly comes down. And Sunday shows summer rain in Honduras, especially part of Guatemala. Monday, and yeah, nothing that crazy those areas, but be careful from today, Wednesday to Friday. And some other models like the GFS also has the heavy rain Mexico, especially central northern Guatemala and Belize. So be careful in southern Mexico, those areas throughout today, especially Thursday, Friday. Friday shows more in Belize as well, northern Honduras and those areas. So be careful there. Into Saturday, it comes down. And the icon has also erased some storms there. Shows more in Mexico, some heavier ones in northern Guatemala and the Yucatan, and Belize as well. So this goes Wednesday, Thursday, shows more storms in Guatemala, more near Belize and northern Honduras. So be careful, especially those heavy ones in southern Mexico. This is still Thursday morning and later Thursday afternoon still shows some, and later as well into Fridays, some northern Honduras, Guatemala, and Belize as well. So be careful, then it comes down later. And after that, it does show those lingering showers in Costa Rica and Nicaragua. Shows more showers throughout this week, especially southern Nicaragua and Costa Rica, Friday, Saturday, especially like more through central Nicaragua, Saturday, Sunday, not as much, more in Panama and Costa Rica. But be aware of those showers, and in other areas shows a storm or two in Cuba or Hispaniola, but it's mainly quiet. Just some showers in Hispaniola, some showers in the Bahamas because of this cold front. This goes Cuba, some showers in Jamaica. And there will be a disturbance there, like not tropical, but just some showers maybe into Sunday, the Caribbean, Hispaniola, some lighter showers there. And does show like the European model shows the front in the Bahamas, a storm or two, so some showers in Cuba, and more later like Saturday, Sunday near Hispaniola and some areas there. And also like Sunday to Monday, some more showers in Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, especially next Monday there. So be aware. And now the rainfall accumulation till Friday morning shows the European parts of Guatemala some 179 millimeters, 133, northern Guatemala some 96, so be careful those areas of central Guatemala. Some flash floods along those mountains, shows more like into southern Mexico, those areas there. So be careful, so like 154, 163, so stay safe there. some flash flooding possible, and just those heavier downpours, some thunderstorms and lightning, and along the Gulf some as well. So be careful. Belize shows more showers and storms. Most of that accumulation might be thunderstorms there. So be careful in those areas. Shows northeastern Nicaragua, Guatemala and the Caribbean, some more heavier storms. Shows some in northern Honduras, but not as much. More northwestern Honduras, and Nicaragua shows more in the south too. Not anything crazy in terms of storms, but there show some heavier showers in northeastern Costa Rica and southeastern Nicaragua. So be aware, it's just until Friday. Shows some in Panama as well. And a shower or two in Hispaniola, more in Cuba, the Bahamas, a storm or two there, and some Trinidad and Tobago, a storm or two. And shows now until next Monday, the 16th, alright, increases a little bit more in Belize until like Friday, especially on Friday and Saturday, show like more than 100 meters near the coastal Belize, more southern Belize. Guatemala, right on the Caribbean, shows close to 200 there. So be careful, more for central Guatemala, 214 some areas, so be careful with flash floods and some heavy downpours. Shows more there central northern Guatemala, and more for southern Mexico, those areas like 178 more in the Gulf, and shows more throughout central southern Mexico, those areas, so be careful those storms. The icon shows a similar thing, shows more central Guatemala, close to 190, more throughout Guatemala. The Pacific is quiet, with a shower or two there, but the worst is in the Caribbean side, shows more than 161 in northern Honduras, northeastern Honduras, Guatemala, in the Caribbean, the Bay Islands, close to 100, and Belize some more, so be careful. The icon also has southern Mexico, those areas there, more than 100, and more storms in the Yucatan and some areas there. It also has right on the coast to northeastern Costa Rica, Nicaragua, close to some 70 and 80 millimeters, some 50 millimeters further north, 40, 30 millimeters. So be aware, somewhere in Panama too. And the GFS now has a little bit less, but does have more near the coast of central southern Belize, Guatemala, and Honduras, especially northeastern Honduras there, and more from southern Mexico, close to 100 millimeters. So be careful those areas. And until Monday, already shows like more the Caribbean, some 13 millimeters, 10 millimeters, 7 millimeters. Some showers passing by there, especially after this weekend, and a storm or two shows Hispaniola, some, especially northeastern Cuba and northern Jamaica, some more showers in the Bahamas. So yeah, be aware and stay safe. Those storms in Central America with some flooding danger and everything. And also the winds, they are very high now, but into Thursday, especially tonight, shows close to 116 km/h, southern Mexico. So be careful to those mountains there, to those areas near the Pacific, some very high gusts, viento fuerte, so be careful. And along the Gulf too shows some high gusts. So stay safe Thursday. This will still some high gusts to those mountains there. Thursday until Friday, still some high gusts on Friday there. And still Saturday, Sunday, those mountains right on the Pacific continue having some high gusts. The next Monday it comes down a little bit, but Tuesday, Wednesday still shows some high gusts there. So be careful now in Honduras and Nicaragua, in those mountains, Wednesday, Thursday, shows some high gusts on Thursday, and near the Caribbean a little bit breezier as well. But especially like Thursday night into Friday, the European some areas of up to 76 km/h, northwestern Nicaragua, southeast, southwestern Honduras, especially on some high elevation, so be aware. And El Salvador, Guatemala, and some areas there. This goes still some high gusts on Friday afternoon. Saturday still shows a little bit breezier there, and even the Cayman Islands, Cuba, some breezy conditions. Friday until like Saturday shows more the Bahamas, a little bit higher gusts, and the Keys and Bermuda, especially on Saturday. This passes Bermuda with some higher gusts. So be careful in those areas. It's a little bit higher seas as well. And yeah, so be careful. The temperatures do show a little bit less hot, especially in Mexico and Guatemala, in the mountains. So shows now some 17 degrees in some areas. During the night shows some 12 degrees in the mountains. And even the Yucatan is like 19 degrees, but during the day, in the afternoon, still shows some higher temperatures near like Nicaragua, southern Honduras, especially on the Pacific, some higher temperatures in some areas in the afternoon. Some other areas it's like 31 degrees, and yeah, but in Mexico shows on the Pacific a little bit higher temperatures and some areas there, but in the central northern parts of Mexico, some lower temperatures, especially in the north. And during the night, it shows like 1 degree in the mountains, 4 degrees, 10 degrees, those areas. So yeah, be aware. Not way to like central southern Mexico, some 10, 11 degrees. This goes at about Friday afternoon, still shows some areas to 36 degrees in Mexico, so like 35, 36, a little bit less in the mountains, the Yucatan, so some 31 degrees, and during the day, it's a little bit less cold in the mountains there, but still some like 30 degrees on the Pacific. And then Saturday morning does show some more negative temperatures, those mountains there, and it's like 0 degrees, 1 degree. So yeah, be aware those areas, and like still even shows the mountains of Costa Rica, so like some 12 degrees, 10 degrees at night. Guatemala's some 10, 9 degrees. So yeah, be aware. But during the day a little bit warmer, especially on the Pacific there, and the Yucatan too. So Sunday, Mondays, but still cold in northern Mexico. This is already like Monday morning, shows like some areas of negative temperatures in the north, those mountains there. So yeah, be aware. And Mexico City is some 9 degrees at night. During the day some 19, 23 degrees. So yeah, and this mainly it. Be careful with the wind and the rain and everything, and stay safe.